So firstly, let us discuss about what is the meaning of the word infertility, right? Infertility simply means the kind of situation where the couple, they are not able to produce the children. So that is what is called as infertility. In our NCRT, we talk about the meaning of the word art. Art. Art simply means the as assisted reproductive technology. Okay, assisted reproductive technologies. This is what is the full form of the word art. Art is kind of, these are called as the methods that can be used in order to prevent infertility. Okay, so art, there are specific methods that can be used in order to cure the problem of infertility. Now, talking about the word fertilization. Talking about the word fertilization. Fertilization simply means the fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes. That is what is known as fertilization. Means fusion of sperm and ovum. That is what is known as fertilization. The fusion. This all happens in the case of human. This happens in the ampulla. What is ampulla? This is the wider region of the fallopian tube, and here in the ampulla only the fertilization is going to happen, right? Then what is happening in the case of infertility? There is a problem in which the fertilization is not able to happen, and in order to cure the problem of infertility, we are going to discuss about the art, assisted reproductive technologies, in which we will discuss about we are going to discuss about the methods how we can cure the infertility as per NCERT. So we will say that the art is divided in the two ways. The first is going to be in vitro fertilization, and the second is going to be in vivo VIVO, okay, INVIVO, in vivo fertilization. These are the first and second two ways of the that comes under art. In the in vitro fertilization, we say that the fertilization is going to happen outside the body of the female, and in the case of the in vivo fertilization, the fertilization is going to happen inside the body of the female. Okay, and in this in vitro fertilization, firstly we will discuss about the word GIFT, that is called GIFT. Okay, and then we will discuss about the word IUT. After IUT, we will discuss about the intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So we will study about all these three, and in the case of in vivo fertilization, we will discuss about the GIFT, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer, and then we will discuss about the artificial insemination, and then we will discuss about the intrauterine insemination. Okay, GIFT, AI and IUI. comes under the category of in vivo fertilization. ZIFT, IUT and ICSI comes in the category of in vitro fertilization. I repeat again, in vitro fertilization simply means when the fertilization is going to happen outside the body of the female, and in vivo fertilization means the fertilization is going to happen inside the body of the female. Now let us continue with what is the meaning of the word gift. Okay. In the case of the in vitro fertilization, firstly we will discuss about GIFT. The full form of GIFT is zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay, imagine a situation where there is zygote, or we can say early embryo. Zygote is there, or we can say early embryo is there, that is of nearly less than 8 blastomeres. Okay, we are saying that imagine that zygote is there and zygote contains less than 8 blastomeres. Then we can send this inside the fallopian tube. This is what is known as zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay, now talking about the second one, that is called as intrauterine transfer. This means that we are having well developed embryo that contains more than 8 blastomeres that can be sent into not into the fallopian tube but into the uterus, that can be implanted on the uterine wall, endometrium. That is what is known as the intrauterine transfer. Okay, the third one is going to be intracytoplasmic sperm injection. That is going to happen in the laboratory, in the lab. In this, firstly we are going to take a test tube, and inside the test tube there is going to be, let us say that this is a test tube, and inside the test tube there is going to be ovum or female egg. Okay, then by the help of injection, we are going to say that inside this egg sperm is going to be injected. Then there is going to be formation of a zygote. Then this zygote will be going for the further processes. But see, here we are using test tube, then by the help of injection the sperm is injected into the egg. This particular concept is known as intracytoplasmic sperm injection. And these were about the in vitro fertilization. So first was GIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer, second was intrauterine transfer, third was intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Now we will discuss about the next one, that is going to be in vivo fertilization. In the case of the in vivo fertilization, Firstly, we will discuss about the gift. Gift stands for gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay, gamete intrafallopian transfer. Here, what is happening is, understand very carefully. Imagine there is one female. The female is unfortunately not able to kind of produce ovum. She is not able to produce ovum. But anyhow, she can provide a place. She can provide a place for the development, of the child. Then in this case, what is going to happen is that the female is going to take ovum from another donor, and then this ovum is going to be injected into the fallopian tube of the female. Okay, that is why it is known as gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay, so now talking about the next, that is going to be artificial insemination. Imagine that there is one male. The male partner is unable to produce sufficient amount of sperm. Now here, mark my words, understand it very carefully. I am not saying that the male is not able to produce sperm. Male is able to produce sperm, but the kind of amount that is required, the male is not able to produce that particular amount. Means the person is suffering from kind of a problem. We can say that the person is suffering from oligospermia, that means low sperm count. And in this situation, what is going to happen is that as we are saying that the husband is not able to produce a sufficient amount of sperm, then what is going to happen is that either we are going to collect this sperm from donor or from husband itself, and the sperm that is going to be collected, that sperm is going to be injected into the vagina of the female. This was the concept of the artificial insemination. If the sperm collected is going to be injected into the vagina, okay, then it is called artificial insemination.